Everybody, it is Khilo here. I'm doing a little different video than normal. I'm actually going to show you guys a couple of the hidden items I was able to find in Act 1. I know a lot of people I've seen on the internet have been looking for more recasts, more colors of Lumina, different things like that. So I figured I would go back through, see what I was able to find. By no means do I think this is a complete list of everything in Act 1, but I figured I could piece together some of the stuff from my playthrough series and see what I could come up with for you guys. Right. First one's first, if you are traveling around as Sophia, there's a painter here. He challenges you to kind of a mock duel. If you win, he finishes the painting of you and Gustav, and he actually will give you a recast. Side note, I don't have it in this video, but I did see a lot of people talking about somewhere just around here there is a trash can with a guy who's been hiding out. Grab the trash can a couple of times and you would be able to get his item. Now we're going to go quickly over to Gustav. You get one festival token. If you go through all of these people, this guy offers you a picto. She offers you some sort of style up, which I'm guessing is a cosmetic. And then the last person here actually offers you a relic of some sort. So don't miss out on that. But wait, if you talk to him, he's actually going to give you a quiz. It's very easy if you look at the answers I give. They're all the correct ones. And if you solve all of these, then he's actually going to give you a special reward. Okay, so if you finish that quiz, then he's going to give you an extra festival token. Pop back over. I grabbed the relic and the picto because they seemed the more useful for the journey. You don't necessarily have to go with those, but that's what I did. We're going to flash over to kind of the first area to get to. As you can tell, we're going to fight a monster. I'm going to skip that. I'm just gonna, for the purpose of this video, we're just gonna skip all the cutscenes, the fights, all of those things. We're just looking for items. I'll try and keep the format this way, so that way you guys can kind of see where I was at and all of those things, so you don't get like lost. This is Expedition Flag 81. I wouldn't get too caught up on the flag number. You'll naturally progress through the game and you'll find kind of where you're supposed to go. I meant to cut out more of this, but I ended up not doing that, so I do apologize. But yeah, just some of my pre-build setup as I was trying to figure out this game. Awesome. Okay, so we are now going to head back over here. If you hit a flag, it's going to respawn the enemy, so just keep that in mind. I was actually kind of lucky. It gave me some extra items, so that was cool. If you take it right here, there is a picto here. Pretty good one, at least in the early game. You can see this is how you kind of equip them, wear them 3-4 matches, I think it is 3 or 4 fights, then it you unlock the Lumina for it. There's another guy here, we'll take care of that guy. And if you turn around, go into this house, there's a purple picto, or a purple item I should say. As you go around here, there's a little rope. I checked this whole room, there's nothing else that I could see. Take that rope up. I wasn't able to find anything else up here, but if you take a look to the right, there's actually a path. Follow that down. There will be some boxes, some different things, and then in this area, there is a purple item. That's a pretty solid one. That's a tint that's going to give you an extra potion of whatever sort it is, which is super major in this game. We'll hit the next flag, also Expedition 81. We're going to double back here. There's going to be some chroma there. You'll want to stack that up as much as you can. Gosh, this game is so beautiful. We'll hit this big shield guy and boom, we took care of him. Just a little bit past him is going to be that purple. And we skipped ahead a little bit to this guy here. As you naturally progress through the game, you'll find this Nevron. He's pretty interesting, but as you can tell with the game, the way it naturally progresses, you will get your first journal entry here. This is pretty key. It kind of is past expeditions and what they went through. So anytime you see one of those like blue kind of crystal looking things, definitely snag those. From here, head down the cave. I don't know what I thought I saw, but head down the cave, take a left. There's going to be a picto over here. Boom. Another pretty decent one early on. Yeah, you'll see me throw this one on. I actually still use that, not as a picto, but as a Lumina for one of my characters, so just keep that in mind. Take care of any of the enemies you see. It's kind of the whole point of the game, so just, I'm sure I'll say it a lot, and I'm sure you guys will see it. If you turn around from there, you'll get another Lumina. But if you take care of all the enemies, maybe fight them a couple of times, go back through, fight them again, you're going to get a lot of items just out of those natural fights. So do that as many times as you definitely can. As you go under here, this bridge, there's another one. Get into another fight. See, like right there, it gives us 2 chromas. That right there is huge. Make sure you remember that resin and make sure you grab that. So that was right after I fought that one kind of like, I don't know, triangle shield sword dude. I don't know what to call him, but yeah. So just keep that in mind. Got to flag Expedition 70. And then I actually double backed here. I went back to this guy here, the Nevron. You give him the resin, he talks to you. You have the option to fight him, which is what I did, and I got a lot of pretty decent items, so definitely don't have to. I went back to that flag I was at previously, and there's a rope nearby. Took the rope nearby. Down here, there's definitely some other stuff, but I noticed this item, and I really, really, really wanted it, and I didn't know how to get to it. You're gonna see me make a mistake. I try and get to the item however I can, but you'll notice that I actually end up like leaving this whole area by accident. Whoops. And I didn't mean to, so I go back in here. Yes, I know I'm supposed to go on the other place, but I want this item. Items are important. So I'm like, how do I get down here? And then I accidentally ran out the same way because my directional awareness is horrible in this game sometimes. But then I look to, there's the rope I came up. And if you look to the right of it, boom, there's a rope right there. Take that down. And here we are. There is the item at the end. Boom. Another color of Lumina. If you don't know what those do, you can actually equip them onto a character like Gustav or Mael or someone, and there's another picto for you. But those color of luminas will actually give them more lumina points, which means you can attach more abilities essentially on them. So congrats, you've made it to the open world if you got to this point. Take down those guys. There's some items right there, and then to the right on this beach there is I don't remember what I was doing over here, but I believe on the beach there's also something, or it might have just been those boxes. We're gonna double back. As we go through this whole area, I'm just kind of keeping my eyes peeled, fighting everything. You can see we just took care of him. There's a purple right there. Nothing back here. I would not recommend going in here. I did. We're just gonna skip that. I got cooked. Essentially, I just got cooked. You'll now unlock camping. Congrats. This is major. You're definitely going to take a lot of time with camping. I am going to skip this for the purpose of this video, but definitely utilize camping whenever you can. You can toggle the bridge there so you don't have to go all the way around. And then back here in this box, there's some more color of Lumina for you. You are now in flying water, which is one of the craziest places I've ever been to. So when you get in, there will be a cutscene. I skipped it. I went right. You don't really need to. After the cutscene, you can just go left over here onto this side. There's going to be a picto there for you that's pretty good. Run back out to the middle, and you can kind of start your journey. Welcome to a paint cage, the first of many, my friends. So pretty much there are 3 orbs that kind of match the vibe of this cage. For this one is going to be, let's see, I find them all over here. So there's a picto back there. One is going to be like to the right of it, I believe. Yeah, so there's like one. Yeah, I'm struggling to find it right now. There we go. So there's one on the whale's tail, one in that little area over there, and the third and final one is going to be kind of on that ledged area. Boom, that opens the paint cage, and you guys have another. Oh, that's a pretty good one. You got the chroma elixir, so that's actually what revives your party when you're exploring, so you definitely want that. Took care of that guy. Nothing seems to be in this room. As we go left, there's going to be two guys just kind of hiding in an alleyway. Creepy. They'll give you some good stuff, and then you also will get another good picto that I still, again, will use on some of my people as Lumina. So, as you can tell, you just want to collect as many as you can. If you head right, there will be an enemy there. You can take him out, but there's actually a second one. So however you want to do that, you can take out both. Grab the purple there or whatever. Just keep running by here. There's going to be a purple to the right. It's going to spawn some enemies, deal with them, head down this middle section. By this time, you should kind of get a flow of what's happening here. If you don't want to listen to my audio, that's totally fine. I just was kind of trying to point some things out for people because it can get disorienting, trying to watch the flags and see like, wait, where did he go? Did he take a left here or right there? You'll get a cutscene when you get to that flag, and it'll pop you back into the manor. I'm not going to say much about that. When you try and leave, that guy will be there. You'll have to fight him, and then when you get out, you will be back where you were just at, and you will have unlocked merchants. This is huge. Anytime you can fight a merchant, I definitely would. It shows real quick that I could fight him. I beat him. He gives the exposing attack picto, so that's really nice that we were able to get that out of him too. I hit the flag again, and I think I missed a couple items, so I just circled back, going a different way. There's a purple one right there I missed. We're gonna fight these guys because, hey, free levels. We have Mael now, so she got a weapon out of the deal. That's a pretty good weapon, especially with her skill set. You'll learn why later. Fought that guy. Just kind of just doing a quick sweep real quick around here again, seeing what I missed. Like this guy, he's just back there grinding away. That's all right. Behind the bench was even another item. Double back again, see what else we potentially missed. Boom, there's another purple item for you. That's a pretty good one. It's a recast, so if you mess up or want to rebuild a character, you can. This guy's just in this cave. You can kind of do 3 different options. I did all 3 and then decided to attack him. After you beat him, you do get some pretty good items, so I would recommend maybe doing that. I don't know if there's a benefit to leaving him alive. Hopefully not, because mine's gone. Anyways, as you kind of run around this area, I didn't find a whole lot. You're just kind of in this back section. You can climb this wall, get back up through here. Alright, took out Buddy. He was not a problem. And if you got to this point in the video, honestly, I'm still just running around here. Go ahead and give a like, a subscribe, just throw a comment. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I didn't get all the items in that first area. Go ahead and let me know. We're back to Expedition Flag 59. So we're gonna head the correct way now, which is this back way, so just straight past the merchant. As you kind of travel through this area, I didn't find a whole lot, so I just kind of ran through it for this. Feel free to check stuff, but as you can see, I hit these guys again, took them out. One dropped. I already took care of a lot of them, so I was like, I'm good on him. Kept moving forward. Go inside this little like jar thing. That's where that one guy was, but you can jump down here. Again, not much back here, but I gave it a double look just to be sure. You never know, especially in these games. Sometimes you like run by a bunch of stuff and you're looking for one thing, whatever. All right, so at this point, I think I realized like, hey, there's nothing left, and I'm starting to head this way. can't get up there, and I see an item I really want, so I was like, okay, how do we potentially get there? Took out Buddy, he was in my way. I was like, let's try this way. I just took out Homeboy back here. So I took him out again. Got some extra items out of him. So if you guys need some crystals, that's a good way to get them. Just hit a expedition flag 59. And then I got a new flag, 68. We are hyped on that. Running around here, just kind of seeing what the vibes are. And Big Ugly comes out of nowhere, so get ready for that. Item back there, it's a Picto. Again, another really good one. I actually run that on my L as a Lumina. Again, you find out why later, but marking opponents is something you're going to want to do, especially late in the game. Pretty much you're going to want to figure out what statuses you really like. And again, this isn't like a strategy on how to fight in this game, but getting Pictos like this are going to really help you when you do figure out like, oh, I want to do this, this, and that. You're going to want some Pictos or Luminas that are going to complement those. So kind of one of the reasons I threw this together. So you'll see I took that ladder and I like taking these like rings across. Wasn't really sure where to go, but just kind of following wherever I could go. That's the nice thing about these games is like they're very open in exploration, but you know, they kind of lead you where you need to go. Another paint cage, so as you can see, this one's a little easier. So there's 1 and 2. I struggled for quite a while to try and find this third one. I am like scanning the walls. I'm like trying to like double back. Did I miss it? So you guys, yeah, just keep your eyes peeled on this one. I have all 3 solutions here for you though. I definitely did get this one. It just took me a little bit of time. I'm sure you guys have gone through this. Maybe that's why you found this video. But yeah, I'm looking all around. I'm like, man, I really want this item. I bet it's something great. Bet it's something I can't live without. Oh, for some of you guys with the good eyes, you might have just seen where it was at. I can't believe I missed it, but boom, I double back and boom, it's right there. So it's sitting on one of the mines, and then boom, that's another really good one, another tint. We want all the tints we can get, because that during battle is what's going to allow you to keep, you know, regaining RP or AP, reviving teammates, getting health back. All of those are going to be different tints that you need to unlock. And then one of them actually gave us a chroma, which some of you have seen me pausing and fully healing my squad, and that's what the chroma does. So I have to hit that step, kind of that ladder thing. You'll head over this way. There's an item over there. Kind of jump down from there. There'll be some ladders to get you back. And we are out of this area. There's nothing really back there other than what I had shown you guys. It's very dark in here, so if you can, maybe turn up your game settings. I did not, and I definitely struggled. So if you take a right out of there, you will get Expedition 68's journal. Honestly, guys, I would read a lot of those. They're kind of crazy. Like sometimes I just read them and I'm like, what is happening in this thing right here? Like, why is this happening? And see, we ducked Big Ugly because I was like, what in the hell is that? But if you take that path, take a right, there's one waiting for you. I said, you know what, screw it, I'm about this action. Actually beat him first try. He gives you a really good Picto over here, and he also gives you a pretty decent weapon, which I checked out, and then he gives you that skin and a chroma catalyst as well, so definitely good. Expedition flag 48, here we come. Drop in here. There you go, you see it, Lumina learned. So one of the Luminas, or one of the Pictos I had, I just used it so much that now I can learn that ability, which is nice. That allows you to like remove the Picto, but then you can go to your character and they have a certain amount of points, and you can actually put the Lumina, quote unquote, the ability of the Picto onto that person. So it's kind of very important. Kind of I've seen some builds that are crazy, people who just max out on crit, and I've seen millions of damage done. But But yeah, so we popped through here. Honestly, not a whole lot of items in this area. I just kind of scanned it. I guess there's a purple. That was a tint, so don't miss that one over there by the books or the piano, I think it was. We're going to take a right. This is the way I guess we're supposed to go, kind of through this electric stone, and we got Expedition Flag 59. I believe at this point I had gotten off on the stream, so this is the beginning of a new one. Got a cutscene here. We'll skip that for you. Don't want to spoil anything too early, but you do get some good items from that cutscene. Always love a good cutscene. And these cutscenes are done really well, guys. So if you are just getting into this game, like, don't skip any of them. Like, at least on the first playthrough. So I skipped ahead a little bit, pretty much just run through that area. You'll get into the open world again, and congratulations, you are on to the next phase of the story. We are gonna beat those guys up really quick. Take a look over here. I'd done some searching, I didn't find a whole lot, but now we're in Ancient Sanctuary. These guys are insane. Pet tanks or P-tanks, I've seen a lot of different ways, but essentially you chase them into their little spot, fight them, and they give you a lot of upgrade materials. I was like shook when I saw how many upgrade materials, because I just was at my campsite and I had wanted to upgrade a weapon one more time, and I was like a couple of chromas short, and boom, there you go, a pet tank, and I was able to find one. So I was thinking about going back, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need it. I'm doing damage. So we'll continue on out here. They did a great job with this game. Like, there's so much landscape. So to the left of the where the P-tank was, there's that Picto over there. Another good one, energizing jump. Honestly, I haven't met a Picto I don't like. Just some fit builds better than others. So collect all of the ones you can. There's a creepy dude. There's another cutscene. We're going to skip through that. We're at Expedition Flag 63. As you go through here, you can go right, you can go left. I decided this time to go right. So we'll double back, boom. There's that. Just went under that little ledge. There's nothing to the left. There's a Picto over here. Actually, Chroma. I apologize. There's some enemies. We fought him. He actually gave us a really good weapon. I actually still use that weapon to date on Lune. I don't use her a whole lot, I'm not gonna lie, but I still use that weapon on her. So you also see this rope. If you take that path I just showed you, follow that rope, and boom, there is that purple item that I wasn't able to get to by the flag. So then there's that. We're back to the full circle, and we're gonna pop back over to the Sanctuary Maze, which is just a little bit ahead. We're gonna go left instead of right this time. We'll take a look at this area. Beat this guy. There's nothing really over here. I keep seeing those roots, and I swear there's a way to remove them. I was like looking at it, I was like, do I have an ability? Is there something I can do? But like, so far as of now, you won't be able to remove that, so just don't worry about that. But it's one of those things where, like, as a gamer, I looked at that and I was like, yeah, that's gonna, like, I'm gonna get HM cut and I'm gonna be able to take that out. So kind of follow this natural path just around. Like I said, there's some items in here. I don't know if I got all of them. Find a purple in that area. That's a pretty good one. It's another tint. Fight that guy. Find another expedition flag, and then boom, you are in another cutscene. You'll hit the open world after that cutscene. There's a purple item over here, and then you'll just head into Gestro Village. This is a very important part. I'm actually not going to speak a whole lot during this section. I'm just going to do a lot of running around, so feel free to pause it, but talk to everyone in this city. Even if you've come back another time, talk to everyone again. There are so many little things that the first time I talked to someone, I didn't get anything, and then the second, third time, whatever, I was able to finally get a cutscene or get an extra item out of them. So like I said, I'm not going to voice over a whole lot on this part, but this is like a major section. This is like probably like one of the only towns that you'll get that you'll just be able to buy and sell all your gear really easily. There's a bunch of different places. So like I said, fight all the merchants, check out all the shops, talk to everybody. Alright, once you are thoroughly convinced that you've gotten everything in Gestro Village, what you'll actually want to do is come in here, go to the chief, and talk to them. They're going to start a whole thing. I'm going to skip that. Essentially, after you talk to them, they're going to tell you a password, all these different things. I don't want to spoil too much. Now, you can fight the chief, and I was a little overzealous, so I was like, let's try it. I threw this in so you guys could see, but not my best work. Anyways, yeah, so like once you're done with Gestro Village, you just like pop out of there. We act like nothing just happened. That didn't happen. And we are going to head over to the left. The path will be on your map. You just press up on the D-pad and you'll be able to find your way. Fight any monsters. Like I said, there's some items to the right. All those different things. Most of these items are going to be pretty self-explanatory, so I think what I'm going to do, honestly, there's about 17 minutes left in the video. I'm just going to let the time lapse go. There's not too many other important things. Most of them are kind of along the way. Like I said, if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate your support so much. It means so much to me. As a small YouTube content creator who's just getting started, anyone watching my videos is, I appreciate you so much. And as we grow, I expect to give you guys more content and things that you guys really enjoy. If you did make it this far, I would really ask that you like, subscribe, comment, share this with a friend who's maybe looking for some more items or something. Like I said, I definitely don't think I grabbed all of the items. Part of my goal is to actually double back and grab some more items as I've leveled up in this game, but I just finished putting together my Act 1 playthrough series on YouTube, and I had all these different clips lying around that I was like, you know what? I have a lot of hidden items and different things I found. Let me see if maybe there's someone out there who maybe missed one of them or something like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, give a like. Feel free to watch to the end, share with a friend, and I'll see you guys later. guys, it's Khilo again. This next one coming up is actually probably, this one frustrated me. I am not afraid to admit I did this a couple of times, which is why you'll see me switch from Gustav to Mael in a second, because it's actually just two different clips. I fell off a bunch of times. The path I found easiest is if you start left, go right. These ones are actually, it seems like a little closer, so you're able to get that jump and then you slide into it. Breaking shots is like a major picto. I use the Lumina all the time, so I definitely would grab that one. Yeah, as I round this corner, I'm gonna get to another expedition flag. There's not a whole lot of other items here, so again, if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you so much. You'll see me pick up a couple of other different things here, but congratulations on finishing Act 1, and these were all the items that I was able to find in my playthrough series on Act 1. I am going to link that in the top right, so if you want to watch my entire playthrough series, I have Act 1 fully uploaded. I'm working on Act 2 right now, and I'll have Act 3 out in probably a week or two. I haven't really set a timeline on that one. Just let me know, but it will be linked. Again, I appreciate anyone and everyone who made it this far in the video. See you guys. Khilo signing off.